Hi, everybody. Today is a live show that I did on Facebook back in 2016. So it is a Halloween treat box, and I thought I'd share this with you guys. I hope you enjoy it.
Tonight we're going to be making the treat bags, and so I don't know, it's 8 o'clock right now. I've got two different bags we're going to be doing that are quick and easy. So y'all, I'll go ahead and show you this one. This is the one that we're going to be making, okay? And it's super fast, quick and easy. And I don't know if y'all saw the instructions for this. I kept posting things that I forgot to put in there, and you'll need an acetate for your window, and then you'll also need a square, if you have a spellbinder's die, or a large square punch. So you'll need to make your window with that. And so you'll need a border punch for the top, whichever kind you want. You don't have to use, a fancy one. You can use just a regular scallop punch. You can even use your decorative scissors if you choose to. Okay, and then just if you want to do some string, or if you want to use some ribbon, whatever you choose to do. And I know some of you know that I like to fussy cut, so I went ahead and fussy cut a few things out before we got started. I didn't fussy cut this one all the way, but I'm going to use this one. And I cut some other things out from the papers that I'm going to be using, okay? If you want to, this is the paper we're going to be using, and I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? So if y'all are ready, you just want to pick out one 12 by 12 design paper, whichever you choose. It doesn't have to be Halloween, and that's the thing that I like about these bags, is you can do whatever you choose, whatever holiday. Okay, so for your 12 by 12 paper, let's see, is this in the camera? Let me move my computer a little bit. Okay, so basically you're going to need to cut one sheet of 12 by 12. The measurement is going to be 9.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, so this is going to be your 9.5 up here, and then this way is going to be your 5 3/4. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and cut that. And this video won't last long tonight, girls. Okay, so it's pretty quick and easy. So we're going to do 9.5 here. Okay. Okay, so now you've got your 9.5 by 5 3/4. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your scoreboard. Okay, I have a Martha Stewart scoreboard. So next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and push that right up there. Okay, you're going to go ahead and score at half. You're going to score at the 3.5. Then you're going to score at 5. Then you're going to score at 8. Okay. Everything going okay with the camera and stuff? Y'all can still see me and everything? Okay. Oh, there goes my computer. Okay, there we go. I got you guys. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and flip it sideways. Okay. And you're going to go ahead and score at 1.5 inch. So you score right there. Bring that down. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fold everything. Go ahead and burnish all your creases and everything. Am I moving too fast? If you don't have any acetate, you can also use your, the plastic packaging that your dies come in, or anything like that. you know, your plastic packaging, you can cut those and use those as your acetate windows for your boxes or bags or whatever you choose to do. So if you have any of that, you can run and go get that, or, you know, around, you can use that. Okay. Yeah, stamp packaging, that's good too. Let's see, any other questions that I missed or anything? I'm looking at the computer too, so. Yeah, the plastic page protectors, yeah, you can use those. So once you get all of this folded, okay, and you're going to fold this up here. Okay, this little notch right here, I don't know, can you all see that little notch right there? You're going to cut that off. So you're just going to take your scissors, and that's going to be that 1 or that 1/2 inch that we scored earlier. So you're just going to cut that right off, okay? Okay, and then what you're going to do is, I don't know if y'all saw my video that I made for the card boxes, and when we scored the boxes, I went ahead and told y'all to cut like in between those score lines, because that gives you a nice, like a little gap, and that's what you'll want to do again. So just cut right in between those score lines. You'll come out with a little paper, with a little thing like that. Am I in the camera still? Okay. And then you're going to cut that one the same. This one might be a little bit bigger. Let's see, here we go. Okay. So, and then if you have like a little thing like that, you just clip that right off. Sorry, I can't see my score lines. This paper is, it's really detailed and dark, and I can't see it very well, but there we go. Okay. Okay. So there's your box. Okay, your little flaps at the end that you're going to fold in. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make the window. Okay, now if you don't have a die, okay, to make the window, then, or a punch, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get a chipboard, and you're going to go ahead and measure it out at 2.5 by 2.5, or a piece of paper, whatever you have around you. Go ahead and measure that out at 2.5 by 2.5, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and place that wherever you want your window. Now, you don't want to place it too far down, okay? And you don't want to place it too far up, because you're going to use your border punch to punch across here. So you're going to go ahead and just place that right there in the middle, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and grab a pen, and this is the inside, so no one's going to see that. So you're just going to grab a pen, and you're going to go ahead and score it. Now, I do have a die, and I was going to use it to make my window, but for those of you who do not have a die, does everybody have a die or no? Or a large punch to make their window? Okay, I don't know if my computer stopped or I'm just not getting any. Okay, so if you don't have a die, that's what you're going to do, is you're going to go ahead and get your 2.5 by 2.5 square, put it in the middle of your bag, go ahead and draw your line, okay? Then what you're going to do is, you can do this one of two ways. You can either use your X-Acto knife, if you have a really sharp X-Acto knife. Mine is not that sharp. So this is how I'm going to show you how to do it, and hopefully this works. So I've done it before, but never on camera. So you're just going to poke a hole right there. You're going to go ahead and cut up to the corner of that square. You're going to cut to the corner of this square. And then you're going to go ahead and cut to the corner of the other square. And you'll have to excuse my dogs because they're in here with me. And I don't know, there must be a cat outside or something. She's having a fit. So I apologize if you hear her. So then that's going to leave you little flaps, right? Then what you're going to do is you're just going to fold them back to the line that you drew, okay? And then you're just going to go ahead and cut those right off. I hope you guys are all having a good conversation. It's really different when you're on camera and you can't see people's conversations. So, don't you just, I just love this little coffin paper. So cute. But I also love the web paper. Oh, I had to use that part. Okay, so there you go. So now you've got your window for your box. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Okay, so now you're just going to grab your acetate or your page protector, whatever you've got, and you're going to go ahead and measure it. Okay, so this here will be, let's see, I think I did mine at 3. I might have did it. So like you want to do it like 3. Let's try 3 by 3 and see what that looks like. Yep, there we go. So it's like, I think, what, 2 7/8 and 3 by 3. So that's what you'll want to do. Okay. So 2 7/8 by 3. So, okay, so the next thing you want to do is, so what I do is I just go ahead and I put this glue around my window like this. Okay. I don't have the tip yet. I want to get that tip. I need to get it. Oh, there goes my dogs. Sorry. Okay. So we're going to put it this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, is there still activity? Is you guys still there? I don't hear any dinging, so I'm thinking everybody's gone. Okay, so there's that. It's kind of a little messy, but I apologize for that. Okay, and that's the neat thing about this glue is it dries clear. So, and then plus we're going to have like our little items around our window, so that might clear up some of the glue there. So yeah, I told you guys I'm messy. So okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put it together. And so basically I can't remember how to, like this. Sorry. I told you all, sometimes I forget things. I'm like, you know. So here we go. We're going to do it like this. I know y'all, hopefully y'all are laughing along with me and not just thinking I'm being silly. That's what I So here we go. Okay, there's that part. Okay. And then, oh, you know what? I forgot to do the border punch. I knew I was forgetting something. I kept thinking. Okay, so we're going to do the border punch real quick. Okay, so there's that. I'm just going to leave. I think on my last one, I left a little bit of, I kind of like those little things in the middle, the punch, because it makes it look like it's a castle. I don't know why. I just think it's cool looking. But you can use whatever border punch you'd like. Okay. All right, so now there we go. Okay, so now I can go ahead and glue this down. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, and then I think I stuck my acetate on wrong. It's not sticking, so hold on 1 second. I think that was the side that was too long. So you guys could cut, actually maybe if you guys cut it like 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, that might help. So that way it's all the same, no matter, you know, when you lay it down, however. So, okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and fold this in. And I'm going to fold that one in first, and then that one. Okay, and then this one is going to go ahead and get folded in. And then this one. Okay, and there you go. And then when you attach your item, you're just going to go ahead and squeeze this in a little bit, okay, and you can put your candy inside, and then you're going to tie it right there. So that's how that's going to work. So for the little things that I decided to use, the black seam binding from Tamara Store and these cool little charms. Okay, I love these charms. They are so awesome and so cute. Look at that spider and web, and the little house is just adorable. So I'm going to be using this one. Okay, and then I don't know. Is there any suggestions on what I want to see? And for some reason, I must have not glued down this one very much. So I'm going to glue that down right there. But I'm going to stick something there. So I'm actually going to cut this out. Do you guys want to see any other charms or anything on the bag? And then this is how I fussy cut. I mean, I think Tamara has showed you guys before. I use butter bee scissors, and then I actually turn my paper around into the scissors to cut out my items. So I kind of guide the paper into the cutting. So I like to make some of my own embellishments, you know, by cutting a lot of the images out of the paper. You know, especially if I don't have like stickers or a lot of flowers or something, I'll cut the flowers out of the paper and use those and to make my own embellishments. And I know y'all know how to do all that, so some of you guys, I've seen you do that on your scrapbook albums and things like that. So I just thought this was really cool. So I am going to use a little bit of my Tim Holtz ink. This is the Distress ink. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of use it on there like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. And this is going to cover up this area here. So, like that. You can stick your finger in there and push it down. Okay, and then I also cut out some of these skulls. Again, this is the Prima, or not Prima, this is the Bow Bunny Wicked paper line that we're using tonight. Okay. I don't know if, I think score tape is good. You know, it's probably a little messier, but again, I am messy when it comes to glue. So, yes, maybe I should have done that, but you know, I really like the glitter glue because it really does stay, and that's what I used for this bag here when I did it. And I mean, it does stick. It does not come off. When you stick it on, it's on there. So, but you know, score tape works too. It's, you know, pretty much whatever I think you want to do. I did get some candy. Went out and bought some candy today to put in the bag. So we're going to go ahead and fill that up. And I bought taffy because one of the girls at my job just randomly came into my office and said, "Do you got any taffy?" And I am not a taffy person, but I thought, well, you know, she asked, so I thought, well, I'll get some taffy. So I'm going to have to take a couple of these out of here, I think, because, okay. So when you close it, you're just going to go ahead and gather it up like this, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and just grab your seam binding or whatever you'd like. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And let's see. You know, and that's the other reason why I like this particular border punch, is because it's a little easy to, I mean, it already has the holes in there, so I didn't have to, punch any holes in there. But you can punch holes, if you used a scallop punch or your decorative scissors, on the border, you can definitely punch holes into the side there. And, so, and, put your string through, or your ribbon, whatever you'd like. Okay, so there you go. So that is your bag. And, you could add, more elements if you wanted to. You could add something like that to it. Anything you have, on your, out of your paper line that you're using, you could go ahead and just stick those on there. And I think it's a neat way to decorate your paper, or your bag. And so that's one little bag. Okay, so there's that bag. And then the next bag we're going to do is a bag that I have made for my kids in their parties in their school for years. And these are not the bags I usually use. I went to Michael's and I did get 50 pieces for, I think they were $2.99. And they're 3x4, and I'm sure that, these work the same way as these little bags. If you've gotten any charms from Tamara's store, you'll get these little bags in with them, and you can use, these are the bags that I usually use to make these little treat bags. So the other reason why I had you guys use a 12x12 paper was because it's also good to use the scraps out of that paper for these little bags. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get your scraps, okay, and you're just going to go ahead and let's see if this will fit here, fit on here. You're going to go ahead and just cut it down. Whoops. Excuse me, sorry, I dropped the paper. So you're just going to cut down this paper to this size, and I don't know what size that is. So it's a 3 inches. So we're going to go ahead and just cut it by 4. Let's see, if we need to cut it down, we can do that, right? So basically you're just going to go ahead and fold that right in half, okay? And that's going to be your little topper for your bag, for your treat bag. And yes, I bought treats. So I also bought some chocolate to show you guys. This is not just for me, okay? It was also for you guys to show you. But I will be munching on this afterwards. So, just to let you all know. So, anyway, so I'm just going to grab a few pieces. And these are super cute. I mean, you can put like, those little bags of Skittles, or the little other bags of candy that they sell during Halloween and Valentine's Day and, Christmas, all those little holidays that kids celebrate at school. I used to, seriously, I made these like every year for like years and years. My youngest is turning 16 in a few weeks. And so I haven't done it in a long time, but I have a granddaughter now, so hey, grandma might be doing some more. So, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and that's why I kind of use these ones with the Ziploc on them, but since we don't have those, these will work fine too. You're just going to go ahead and clip that on there, and basically you're going to go ahead and staple those. So if you have like a little tiny stapler or a big stapler, it doesn't matter. You're just going to go ahead and staple that on there, okay? Just like that. Okay. And the measurement for this topper, again, was 3 by 4. So just to let y'all know. So I would stick with the 3 by 4 measurement because it seems like it's the perfect topper for these little bags. And then you're going to go ahead and stick whatever you want on there. So again, I have a little, this actually was from that frame paper, which I love. So here's the frame paper. I love this frames on here. I kept the frame. I cut it out, but I kept it because I'm going to use it on something later. So even though it has this on here, you know, it's cut at the frame part, you can always, you know, glue this to a card or your scrapbook page and put something behind it and then put a flower there or a pearl or something. So don't throw away your scraps. Sometimes they are very useful when you're, you know, you are creating something else, and you can use those scraps for later. Okay, so so basically we're going to go ahead and glue this on to here, or you know, you can use your 3D pop dots. I mean your 3D adhesive. So I don't know why I always call them that. So there you go. So we're just going to stick that right there. And I'm not going to use any of the charms on there because, again, this is for little kids. They're going to rip it up and throw this away. So basically that is it. And, you know, if you wanted to add some glitter glue or, you know, you could add stickles to these to jazz it up a bit if you wanted to do that. You know, you could add, like here's black stickles. You know, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and just add a little bit there, you know, sides here. Again, you know, I don't know. I never really put a whole lot of work into mine because I knew that they were kids and they're just going to rip it open and throw it out. But that was quick and easy thing for you all to make. For the holidays, you know, even as a stocking stuffer, you know, if you wanted to put, I don't know, something little in there in that little bag and put it in a stocking for somebody. So that's my tutorial, and I know I made lots of mistakes along the way, and I'm sure I was cracking y'all up. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and it was definitely fun for me and a learning experience. Anyway, I'm just glad that you guys all joined me and everything. Good night. Thank you all so much.